How did you realize your communications specialist was reading everyone's personal messages? It started when my girlfriend Sarah knew things she shouldn't have known. I was deployed to a remote outpost in Afghanistan. Only way to communicate with home was through our base email system. Everything went through our communications guy, Tyler. Nice enough kid from Ohio, kept to himself mostly. 3 months into deployment, I'm video chatting with Sarah when she mentioned something weird. Hey, how's your buddy Jake doing with his divorce papers? I froze. I'd never told her about Jake's divorce. Hell, Jake had only told me about it 2 days ago during a private conversation. We were alone in the bunker when he broke down crying about his wife leaving him. How do you know about that? I asked Sarah. She looked confused. You told me in your email yesterday? Said Jake was having a rough time with lawyer stuff and custody issues. I pulled up my sent emails. Nothing there about Jake. Nothing about divorce or custody. I'd mentioned Jake exactly once in 6 weeks, just saying he was a good soldier from Texas. That night I cornered Jake. Did you tell anyone else about your divorce? He shook his head. Only you, man. Why? Sarah somehow knows details about your legal problems. Details I never shared with her. Jake's face went pale. Dude, that's impossible. Unless someone's reading our emails. We started paying attention. Really close attention. Within a week, the pattern became obvious. Tyler would casually mention things during chow that he shouldn't have known. Hey Marcus, your mom's surgery went well, right? But Marcus had only emailed his sister about their mom's operation. Never mentioned it to anyone on base. Danny, that job interview sounds promising. Danny had applied for a civilian position back home. Only told his girlfriend in a private email. Never discussed it with any of us. The breaking point came when Tyler approached our medic, Steve. Heard your wife's pregnancy test came back positive. Congratulations, man. Steve hadn't told a single person on base. Had literally just emailed his wife an hour earlier asking about the test results. The email was marked private and urgent. Steve confronted Tyler immediately. How did you know about my wife? Tyler turned red, started stammering. I just, heard someone talking about it. Who? Steve demanded. Tell me exactly who you heard discussing my wife's pregnancy. Tyler couldn't answer, because nobody else knew. That's when we realized our communications specialist had been reading everyone's personal correspondence for months. We went straight to our lieutenant, explained the situation with specific examples. Timeline of when emails were sent versus when Tyler demonstrated knowledge he shouldn't have had. Lieutenant called in the criminal investigation division. They did a full audit of Tyler's computer access logs, found everything. He'd been copying and storing personal emails in a hidden folder, not just reading them, saving them. Hundreds of private messages between soldiers and their families, love letters, financial problems, medical issues, family disputes, all of it archived on his personal drive. During questioning, Tyler broke down completely, said he was lonely and homesick. Reading other people's lives made him feel connected. Started as curiosity but became an addiction. He knew intimate details about every soldier's personal life, who was getting divorced, who had sick parents, who was struggling financially, created detailed notes about everyone's relationships and problems. Tyler got court-martialed for violation of privacy and computer crimes, discharged with loss of all benefits, security clearance permanently revoked, but the damage was done. We all had to change email passwords and assume everything we'd written was compromised. Some guys moved their wives to different addresses, worried about stalking. Jake's divorce got messier when his ex-wife's lawyer somehow obtained copies of emails he thought were private. Cost him thousands in additional legal fees and custody complications. The worst part? Tyler sent friend requests to several soldiers' wives on social media after he got discharged, using personal information from their private emails to seem familiar and trustworthy. My girlfriend Sarah still asks me about details I never shared. She remembers conversations that never happened, based on emails Tyler had read and somehow influenced what she thought I'd told her. 6 months later, the Army completely overhauled communication security at forward operating bases. New encryption protocols, mandatory privacy training, and random audits of system access logs. Tyler's supervisor got demoted for failing to monitor computer usage properly. The lieutenant who hired him received a letter of reprimand for inadequate background screening. Last month, I got a notification that Tyler had tried to access his old military email account from a civilian computer. System automatically blocked him and sent an alert to security. He's still trying to get back into our private messages even after discharge.